This is Raygun, an Olympic fraud, and this is me, a untrained, stiff, and may I add, very handsome boy. And today I'm asking,
can I become a better breakdancer than an Olympic athlete? Or is breakdancing harder than it appears? Breakdancing consists of 4 different types of moves, each one getting progressively harder than the last. Up first is top rock.
On day 1, I started by trying to learn 5 simple top rocks. Up first is a basic front step. On day 1, I'm already starting to notice a bit of a mental block because, well, I feel like a loser. However, I saw one tip in a video that was to stay on your toes, and that made my movements look a little bit more fluid, but they still, well, didn't look that great. And even though these looked a little bit rough, I ended up getting the basics for these 5 moves. This kind of breakdancing is typically used the least out of all 4 major moves, but it sets the groundwork for one of the most important parts to be a successful breakdancer. Wow! However, for day 1, I was not satisfied, so after my daily workout, I hit the top rock again, and this is what I ended up with at the end of the day. That's what we got for day 1.
so yeah, that's the end of day 1 day. I was able to go from somebody who was clueless and didn't know what they were doing to somebody who was clueless and didn't know what they were doing. You know, I thought that I would start this and just show Raygun up and show how easy breakdancing was, but boy was I wrong. You know, I like to think that I'm a pretty athletic, cool, swaggered, coordinated guy, but this challenge showed me otherwise. This is definitely going to be a lot harder than I thought it was.
A lot harder.
I really thought breakdancing was a lot easier than this, but, you know, we'll get there. It's only day 1.
Day 2, we're working on our footwork. This is where things start getting a lot harder. I started by doing it in my room before quickly realizing there is not enough room in my room. Up first, I tried learning the Zula spin. I don't know why, but the video that I followed with these simple footwork movements put the hardest move at the beginning. So I'm not lying when I say I was here for an hour and a half to get this mad-looking Zula spin. But after that, things started getting a lot easier. We moved into the monkey swing, which wasn't too bad. This move just took a lot of brain power. Next is the baby love, and again, this one wasn't too bad, so I was starting to get my confidence. They really did just put the hardest move at the beginning. This one is my favorite. This one's known as the helicopter, and it looks really cool and really hard, but really, it's not. But I really like this one. Feels very fluid, very flat. To wrap things up, I did a crisscross and a jump over jump
Because I want to make fun of Raygun for taking the spots of many talented Australian breakdancers and ruining an Olympic sport forever? No! It's because Bread and Butter has announced a $1,000 giveaway for their pickleball paddles and merchandise. And my paddle's hanging on for dear life.
Oh no.
So I really need this. Now this is the real motivation for succeeding in this challenge. The worst part is I only have 2 weeks to get this down before the competition is over.
To start off day 3, I continued working on my footwork because I was really starting to get the hang of it, and I honestly was starting to feel pretty darn cool. Especially when adding music, it just felt so fluid. But now it was time to move on to the next stage, power moves. These are the moves that are going to require a lot of upper body strength, and if you haven't noticed, I don't have much of that. Started off by learning a simple, harmless rock. The video I followed used different progressional steps to learn this move, and honestly that made it super simple to keep up. After that, I learned a backspin, and this one felt pretty cool. It's a little rough, but honestly, with a little bit of elbow grease, I think we have some major swag for the running.
I'm doing the thing he said would happen where I'm leaning too much on one side, so I gotta fix that. Also, another big problem, my back is incredibly bony, so this hurts so much. Oh my gosh, that was really close.
This was my very final attempt, and honestly, I thought it was pretty darn good. And with that, I was able to go to bed and excited to work the next day. I mean, what could stop that?
Apparently putting all of your body weight on your wrist isn't good for your wrist if it's not used to it. Anyway, I'm gonna ice my wrist and hopefully it's better tomorrow because as of now, I cannot do any more training. Hurts a lot. I can't even work out, which is pretty sad. My wrist hurts. This is supposed to be the easiest one.
So I'm gonna try icing it again. Hopefully it feels better tomorrow, but we only have 10 days left till this challenge is over. I genuinely couldn't even play pickleball today due to the pain. And with no pickleball, what's the point?
And on day 6, my wrist was healed. Finally, I could start back where I left off, but it was time to work overtime because there's only 10 days left in this challenge till I have to submit my application. During my time off, I did learn some tips and tricks as well as some advice to prevent further injury. My wrist was still hurting a little bit, but not enough to where I couldn't break it. So I just picked off where I left off and tried to reteach my body the moves that I'd learned over the past week. Day 7, I wanted to learn some cooler power moves, and that's when I stumbled across the flare. Now, this seemed like a pretty easy move at first, and honestly, as I was going through the motions, I felt pretty amazing. I felt like I could really learn this thing. So after working on it for the rest of the day, I felt like the next day for sure I could have this move mastered.
So it should go like that. I feel like I'm about to go into game.
But honestly, I stopped early because I was worried that my wrist would start hurting again. As I had a tournament planned the next day after my breakdancing submission had to be due. Not to mention, breakdancing is really dangerous. You really have to break your body for it to look good. I mean, you're slamming your body, you're sliding your body across the floor. It also, pro tip, don't use your new white Air Forces breakdancing.
Despite how much it hurt, I kept trying the flare. It was not a very good idea, but...
By the way, if you've noticed the editing style has changed like 5 times during this video, that's because I've been trying to find an editor and I found pretty bad. I just decided to edit my own videos because, I don't know, I like my style, I think. I like working with me. So if you are liking the video, please consider subscribing because that is very helpful to small channels, which I most definitely am with 83 subscribers.
Yeah, that's as good as we get.
Breakdancing, you gotta break yourself. You gotta break yourself while dancing. Maybe that's why it's called that. Oh my god. I don't know how to do it. Slamming your body on the ground and putting all your body weight on wrists and stuff. This is a dangerous sport.
On day 8, after a hype warm-up session with Top Rock, I dove right back into the flare.
You know, I've been thinking what the best shoes are to wear, and I've been trying no shoes. I even tried my Air Forces, which was not a good idea. But I actually looked up what kind of shoes you're supposed to wear, just tennis shoes or running shoes, which makes so much sense. It makes me feel so dumb. Is day, I don't know, it's whatever's up there. I think tomorrow I'm ready to start the 4th tier. All right, let's try learning the flare now. I forgot everything. What? This is so tiring. Look at how shiny I am. That was so bad.
Yeah, I may have been over my head with this one. It turns out the flare is one of the hardest moves in breakdancing, and I, a complete weak beginner, was trying to learn this move. Even though I got the basic motions, it did not look good, and I could not do better than what I was doing. This was really disappointing, as I just spent the last 3 days trying to learn this move, but I just can't. All that time spent on the flare will just go to waste.
Today we are doing the 4th tier of moves, which I have been very nervous for. Not much time left. Better get to it. I'm in a bit of a rush today, so we're only going to learn 1 freeze. And they're commonly the hardest kind of moves just because it takes so much upper body strength. Give some a try. Get 1 that seems pretty good and go from there. You made it look so easy in the video. I wasn't bad though. You can hear like 80 of my bones popping. Okay, that's this one. Cool. I don't even know how I'm gonna try this one. This one's called the elbow freeze. I'm not gonna be able to do this. It's kind of just for fun. These are just warm-up attempts. Okay, now we're gonna try a real attempt. I'm so scared. Now we didn't hold it, but that was close. I'm going to try again. Okay, I think they spread their legs out. Let's try that. No. No. Freaking. After watching that footage back, that first one was actually pretty close. I'm gonna be committed to this one. I'm gonna learn the elbow freeze. This one's pretty advanced and it takes a lot of strength. No, I have no upper body strength. I only need to hold it for like 1 to 2 seconds, which doesn't seem impossible. That was not bad. Again, very good. No, I think we got something down there. Those did not come out bad. I can definitely master those in the next few days.
Now that I have all 4 moves down with the basics, I can finally start making my final routine to win this bread and butter paddle. JK, I got food poisoning for the next 2 days. Day 12, I could finally start working on my full routine. But before that, I saw a quick YouTube short that summed up the flare pretty well, and I wanted to take a stab at trying it one more time.
I think that was close. That's right, I did it. Oh my gosh. That was it, that was it. It was very, very sloppy, but it's not terrible. Oh my gosh, I can do it. I can do the flare. Not very well, but I can do it. I think the ending was the most scuffed bit there. Ow. Oh my gosh. I was not expecting to do this today. I was supposed to start putting things together, but I will take it.
And to my surprise, it helped a lot. Who knew that the 30-second YouTube short was going to be better than the 30-minute walkthrough tutorial? And with just 4 days to go, I was really starting to feel like I could learn this move.
Training montage.
After getting up early, I began preparing my routine. Would the last 15 days of rigorous training pay off? Would I be able to surpass Raygun with just 15 days? Well,
You okay?
so, did I win? Of course we won! Who do you know of better moves than that? Did you see those moves? No, in reality, there was only 2 submissions, so I had a 50-50 chance of winning, and fortunately, I actually did win the competition, which is absolutely fantastic. And if you're wondering how my tournament the next day went, well, it was canceled due to rain. I'll give you this challenge a 2 out of 5. See you next time.